What's going on, Jerome? So less than a week until the NFL draft. And of course, everyone and their mom coming out of the woodwork with their own mock draft. And Cris Collinsworth color commentary on Sunday Night Football. This guy, the chair swinging. I should have done the chair swinging. It's carpeted in here. Anyways, but Collinsworth came out with a mock draft, and some people are upset. So I feel like, especially in like the whole draft Twitter sphere, people get way too into their feelings about things. They get too attached to, no, this is how I see things, and any opposing viewpoint is discredited. Now, like some players, some people don't see certain players as first round picks. Some do, and some don't. I'm always like, no one knows anything, and also no one's going to be right until like 4 or 5 years down the line anyway. So who cares, right? So Collinsworth's mock draft. First off, you see 4 Michigan men. Hail to the including Kenneth Grant to the Vikings 24, which we'll get to. But Cam Ward, 1 to the Titans, makes sense. Hunter to the Browns. Carter, Giants. I feel like that's 1, 2, 3. What a lot of mock drafts are. Then we have a bit of a departure. So M'Boue, Armand M'Boue from Mizzou, is number 4 off the board, first tackle off the board. Not Will Campbell. Going to the Patriots. Ashton Jeanty, the Bears do a little trade up from 10 to 5 with the Jaguars to get their man. Jahdae Barron at 6. So this is where people start to have issues. So Jahdae Barron, second corner off the board. I don't think that's the craziest thing in the world, especially since the Raiders could certainly do with a versatile do-it-all defensive back on the back end. I love me some Will Johnson, but I think that there is a chance that he could fall because of some concerns with the turf toe, some concerns with straight line speed, all that stuff. Mason Graham at 7 to the Jets. I love that. Mason Graham and Quinton Williams, who Graham is often comped to. Makes sense. Tet to the Panthers if they can't trade out. Shador to the Saints. I don't think the Saints take Shador. I think Shador drops like a rock, drop it like it's hot, because I think the Saints are in full tank mode. I think they're all in on Arch 2026. Walter Nolan, 10 to the Jaguars. So raise the eyebrow, sure. But in terms of quickness and physical ability, like Walter Nolan has as high of a ceiling as anyone along the defensive line in this draft. Hottie Campbell to the 49ers, that's good. I mean, Fred Warner, Hottie Campbell for a while, that's good. Will Campbell goes to the Cowboys. I think Campbell is going to settle in. I think that he has a chance to be a Pro Bowl tackle and an All-Pro guard, if that makes sense. Josh Simmons goes to the Dolphins, help alleviate some of the pain of losing Armstead. Tyler Warren to the Colts, because why not? Why not? Dallas Clark comp goes to the Colts. He should probably wear 44. Oh, he already does. Shocker. LB3, Luther Burden III goes to the Falcons. So everyone and their mom is picking either DB or edge rusher for the Falcons. But I don't know. Like Collinsworth has gone on record saying that LB3 is his favorite receiver in this class. And Collinsworth, former receiver at Florida/Cincinnati, might know a thing or two. The Cardinals, Will Johnson, I like that. Jalon Walker goes to Cincy. Shamar Stewart goes to... Shamar Stewart with the Seahawks, adding to that front 7. Starks goes to the Bucks. This is one of my favorite matchups. So Starks with Antoine Winfield Jr. Let's go. Matthew Golden to the Broncos. I could see them going Hampton in this spot, or running back 2 de jour. Jalen Moreau, 21 to the Steelers. I'm still kind of whatever about Milroe in the first round. Same thing with Jackson Dart. Loveland goes to the Chargers. Harbaugh winning. Donovan goes to the Packers, which I kind of... So putting Donovan opposite of Rashawn Gary, go ahead. 24, Kenneth Grant goes to the Vikings, and Kenneth Grant is an absolute physical freak. He is a monster. And yeah, there's some other talented players on the board. Gray Zabel is there, Igbuka, Calvin Banks, and the whole lot of them. And we'll get to people who fell out of the first round here in a sec, but Kenneth Grant, I didn't put him on my 5 players to sprint to the podium for, because I think that he will be gone. I think that he's probably going to go, I think 17 Bengals is his floor, but I guess you never know. But with Grant, so a little bit of his production was muted. So 6.5 career sacks, but consistently getting solid pressure. I think that his pass rush skills are raw, but he's fantabulous against the run. Positional versatility, could play nose, 3-tech, 4-tech, 5-tech, plays all along the line, and he's just a freak, absolute freak. Will bring stability on the nose, pass rushing nose tackle. I think that his ceiling is pretty high there. Holds ground against a run. Not really a 2-gapping nose tackle, more of a 1-gap penetrator. And as we said, I think that if he can get his pass rush squared away with a couple of years of maturity and coaching, I think that he could be the modern day Linval Joseph for the Vikings. Huge heart, high motor, and just hustle, making plays backside. That's his forte, and I think that he will be a true blue 3-down player for the Vikings. And just adding him to that D-line mix, I mean, it would be really good to go. And I love me some Derek Harmon, but Kenneth Grant certainly would fit the bill as well. The rest of the mock. So Egbuka goes to the Texans. They need a lot of help receiver. They got rid of Diggs as well as Tank Dell. Probably going to miss all of 2025. Calvin Banks goes to the Rams. I mean, they need help all along their offensive line. Mikael Williams goes to the stupid Ravens. Just, again, sitting back there, get an amazing front seven player. That's what the Ravens do every single year. Gray Zabel, the Lions, I hate it. He kicks inside, and it's just essentially he replaces Zeitler along that D-line or O-line. Yeah. Mike Green goes to the Commies. I like that fit. I think that Dan Quinn will use Mike Green the way that he used Parsons when he was DC of the Cowboys for a number of years. James Pierce goes to the Bills. Now, the Bills definitely need some pass rush, and Pierce has a pretty high ceiling, but has a pretty low floor as well. One of the more polarizing players in this draft. And then an eyebrow raiser, Ariante Ursary. Ariante Grande from the Gophers going to the Chiefs. I think that he is a mauler. I think that he's going to be an absolute stud. First round at 31, little rich. I think that he is a solid second-round pick, but I guess you never know. The Emenwari hopping in with the Eagles, which I don't know. So now you have Emenwari, Blankenship at safety. You got Quinton Mitchell and Cooper DeJean at corner. God damn, that's pretty good. I mean, again, Howard and the stupid Eagles just sitting back there. Same thing with the Ravens, just getting quality players every single year. Players still on board. So we got Hampton, Omar Lott, Winston. You do have Derek Harmon as well, which PFF is kind of down on. Yeah, Hairston, who accepted an invite to the draft. Tyleek Williams on board. Siobhan Ravel. Again, this is just more evidence that there is going to be some really, really good players in the second round. Because I mean, there's a couple first round surprises, but I mean, the bulk of it was pretty much according to Hoyle. Maybe team placement is a little bit off from the standard, but again, that's in the eye of the beholder. But Tyler Booker, Donovan Jackson, Darius Alexander wouldn't shock me if he ends up in the first round. Morrison, Watts, Jackson, Schwessinger, Suzeman could end up in the first round too. So there's gonna be so many damn good players in the second and third round, man. This is gonna be a really fun draft, and like I said, like this draft may lack like top tier 1 players. I don't care. Like there's going to be probably 90 consistent starters in the next couple years from this class. And that's pretty damn amazing. That's really, really damn good. So that's what's going to be fun about this class. But your thoughts are thoughts. Cris Collinsworth, mock draft. This guy, the Vikings end up with this guy, Kenneth Grant. Can't complain. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.